in an AP if the pth term is 1 by q. So the pth term is 1 by q and the qth term is 1 by p. Prove that the sum of first pq terms is half pq plus 1. So you need your answers in terms of p and q. So let's see what we can do. Question first correct interpret pannom. Pth term AP, qth term AQ, sum of PQ terms. PQ is the n here. N a PQ da. Okay? Pth term. So what do you have? A plus P minus 1 into D equals 1 by Q. Here A plus Q minus 1 times D equals 1 by P. So what are your unknowns? A and D. So first you need to find the value of A and D and then substitute it in the sum formula to obtain what is needed. Okay? So first either subtract panna, what do you get? Minus, minus, minus. So this goes off. This I have PD minus D minus, I'm just multiplying it inside. PD minus D bracket QD minus D. This minus is this minus, I'm subtracting. Equals 1 by Q minus 1 by P. So what do I have when I open the bracket? PD minus D minus QD plus D. This is very similar to one of the example questions that we solved. So now the minus D and the plus D goes off. I take D common. Let me do it here. D of P minus Q equals, I'm going to take the LCM here. So I have P minus Q divided by PQ. P minus Q divided by PQ. So this PQ and this PQ gets cancelled. They are both in the numerators on either side of the equal to symbol. So this goes off, this goes off. So my D is 1 by PQ. What is my A? Let me substitute it in any one of the equations. So A plus P minus 1 times D equals 1 by Q. So what is my A? A equals 1 by Q minus P times 1 by PQ. P by PQ. Minus 1 when it goes to the other side, it becomes plus 1. Plus 1 by PQ. P and P gets cancelled. 1 by Q and 1 by Q gets cancelled. So what is my A? A is also P by Q. So now let me substitute it in the sum formula. What is SPQ? NA PQ da. So you have N by 2 of 2A plus N minus 1 times D. I'm going to substitute for A and D. So SPQ equals PQ by 2 of 2 times 1 by PQ. So I'll just write PQ plus N minus 1 times 1 by PQ. So when I take PQ outside, PQ and the PQ gets cancelled. So what do I have? SPQ equals half times 2 plus N minus 1. When I open the brackets, what do I have? Half 2 plus N minus 1. What is my N? PQ. 2 minus 1 is 1. So in the end, I have half times 1 plus PQ, which is the required equation. Okay. So in that I'll have to substitute N equals PQ, but I did it in the last step. Okay. If the sum of a certain number of terms of an AP, 25, 22, 19 and so on. This is the AP and sum of certain number of terms is 116. Find the last term, which is the nth term. So you need to know what n is first in order to know the nth term. So let us solve. A equals 25, first term. D equals A2 minus A1. So it's 22 minus 25 minus 3. Directly the path don't say 3. Okay, it's A2 minus A1. What is your n? You do not know. You have your Sn. So let's substitute into the formula. Sn equals n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So what is your Sn? Equals n by 2 of 2 times 25 plus n minus 1 times minus 3. So I'm going to multiply the 2 over here. So I have 232 equals n times 50 minus 3n plus 3. I have 232 equals n times 50 plus 3 is 53 minus 3n. So multiply it inside. 232 is 53n minus 3n square. So now we have a quadratic equation. 3n square minus 53n plus 232 equals 0. So what are the factors? 232 times 3 is what I want. So I'll take a prime factorization of this. So I have my factors are 2, 2, 2, 29 and don't miss this 3 out. So with all this, I need to get minus 53. I have 3 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 24. So I have 24 times 29. When I add these, I get 53. So what are my numbers? 232 times 3 is the product, 696. So I need to get 696 and I need minus 53. So this is how I solve. I just showed you how I find the factors. So let me write 3n square minus 24n minus 29n plus 232 equals 0. So let me take 3n outside. I have n minus 8. I need n minus 8 over here. So let me take minus 29 outside. 29 times 8 is 232. 29 times 8. Cross check paniyacha? Okay, good. Equals 0. So I have 3n minus 29 times n minus 8. So my n is either 29 by 3 or n equals 8. But can number of terms be in fraction? Can you say you have 1.5 terms? So rejecting n equals 29 by 3, your n value is 8. So now you know what your n is. You have to find an. Very simple. So now a, 8 equals a plus n minus 1 into d, which is 7d. What are your a and d? 25 and minus 3. So I have 25 plus 7 times minus 3. 25 minus 21, 4. Okay. So that's your a8, which is your nth term, the last term. Question number 7. Find the sum to n terms. Find the sum to n terms of the AP whose kth term is 5k plus 1. What is your kth term? A plus k minus 1 times d equals 5k plus 1. So when I multiply it inside, I have a plus kd minus d equals 5k plus 1. So you see that here I have a kd and here I have 5k. So equating the coefficients of k, kd equals 5k, d equals 5. You have another equation, a minus d equals 1. These are independent of k. So a minus d equals 1, a equals 1 plus 5, which is 6. So what do you need? You need the sum of n terms. So what is the sum of n terms? N by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 times d. N by 2 of 12 plus 5n minus 5. N by 2 of 12 minus 5, 7 plus 5n. You do not know what your n is. So this is your final answer. Question number 8. If the sum of n terms of an AP, sum of n terms is Pn plus Qn square, where P and Q are constant, find the common difference. We solved a very similar question in the example. So what do you know? S1 is A1. Sum of first term is the first term itself, S1. S2 is sum of the first two terms. So you need to know what the common difference is. So what do? D equals A2 minus A1. So you need to find out what A2 and A1 are in order to find the common difference. So adukku you need to know S1 and S2. So how do you find S1? You simply substitute 1 to wherever you see n. So what do you have? P times 1 plus Q times 1 square. So this is your S1, which is also A1, the first term. What is your S2? 2 substitute pannu. So you have 2P plus 2 square, 4 times Q. So this is your A1 plus A2. Correct? So now, what is your A2? A2 is nothing but S2 minus A1, which is S2 minus A1. What is your S2? You just found out. 2P plus 4Q minus A1 and P plus Q. Put a bracket. Okay? Wherein the bracket illama pota, it will become minus P plus Q. And it's actually minus P minus Q. Another bracket photo. Equals 2P plus 4Q minus P minus Q. So what do you have? 2P minus PP, 4Q minus Q plus 3Q. So this is your A2. Now you have A2 and A1. So what is your common difference? A2 minus A1, which is P plus 3Q minus A1 in a bracket. P plus Q. So P plus 3Q minus P minus Q. P minus P cancel, 3Q minus Q, 2Q. So this is your common difference. Okay.